Hi everyone. Today I want to walk you through how I developed a grant proposal idea from scratch. I'll show you my process for finding the right foundation, crafting a compelling project, and making sure that everything aligns with the grant requirements. Let's dive into it. So here's the issue I identified. Small American towns are losing their history. Local archives are deteriorating. Elderly residents with important stories are passing away. And young people are moving from the communities in which they grew up. Once this history disappears, it's gone forever. Here's my solution. A 3-part conference series called Bridging the Past and the Present. The idea is to train local historical societies and community members in practical preservation techniques while connecting them with academic historians. Each conference focuses on a different aspect, finding hidden historical materials, conducting oral histories, and building sustainable partnerships. Now, choosing the right foundation is critical. I selected the Gladys, Krieble, Delmas Foundation for several strategic reasons. First, their mission perfectly aligns with my project. They specifically support institutions that transmit cultural heritage, which is exactly what we're doing at the community level. Second, the grant size works. They typically award between $5,000 and $25,000, and I'm requesting a $23,000 grant. That's within their sweet spot. Third, they accept applications year-round with just a letter of inquiry first. This makes the application process more manageable. Most importantly, they have a track record of funding humanities projects that bridge academic scholarship and broader community needs. Let me break down the project specifics. I'm requesting the $23,000 for 3 regional conferences, each targeting 75 to 100 participants. The budget breakdown is strategic. 40% goes to personnel, a part-time coordinator and graduate assistants. 30% covers speakers and speakers' costs to get to the conferences. 20% handles venues and catering. And the final 10% will cover materials and documentation. What makes it compelling to funders? Well, first, it's replicable. The model we develop can be used in other regions. Second, it creates lasting impacts with published best practices and ongoing partnerships. Third, it serves an underserved population, small historical societies that rarely get attention from major foundations. The evaluation plan includes both immediate metrics like participant satisfaction and long-term tracking of preservation projects and that are launched after the conferences. Here's my application approach. Delmas requires a letter of inquiry first, which is actually helpful. This lets me test my idea before investing in a full proposal. My letter will hit 4 key points: the clear problem, the solution, evidence of the community support through letters from historical societies, and demonstration that this aligns with their mission of cultural heritage preservation. And my qualifications as a historical doctorate candidate in event planning. If they invite a full proposal, I'll emphasize the innovation factor. Unlike typical academic conferences that exclude community members, this specifically bridges the gap. I'll also highlight the sustainability plan, the online resources and peer networks that continue beyond the conferences. 3 key takeaways from this process. First, start with a real problem that you're passionate about solving. Grant funders can tell when you genuinely care about an issue. Second, research foundations thoroughly. Don't just look at what they fund, but how much and why. Third, make sure that your project creates something lasting beyond the initial funding period. The most important lesson, foundation alignment, isn't just about matching keywords. It's about understanding a deeper mission and showing how your work advances their goals in a meaningful way. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Have a good day.